Guys, welcome back to part 2 of road tripping through the west of France. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, click somewhere up here and watch part 1. Otherwise, I stopped in Nantes. I found this place called Gloriette 1. It's a car park, pretty much smack bang in the middle of the city. This is the car park here. But you've got to pay. I don't know how much it is because I didn't go in. But right outside, all these places all along this entire road are not part of the Gloriette car park. And they appear to be free. I don't know what that says. Maybe if I have any French viewers, you could translate that for me. But as far as I'm aware, as far as I care, they're free. I'm also going to put the GPS coordinates for this car park in the description below. When you get here, you can make your own decision if you want to risk parking here. Maybe it's not free, maybe I'll get a ticket. Or you can use the Gloriette car park. There's Gloriette 1 and behind me is Gloriette 2. This is smack bang in the middle of the city and it's super conveniently placed. Courant violent. What the fuck does that mean? Probably means have a nice swim or something. Thank you, Si. I shall. Ran out of water. Bollocks. Looks like I'm doing a towel wash. Guys, another tip for those who come to Europe, you know these light things? I'm not even sure if I got it installed correctly, but I think it sort of like blocks the light from flicking off to the left and blinding people as they're driving near me. As you can see, I bought them. I actually got mine on Amazon, a lot cheaper than you can get them at the ferry port, but one of them flew off and I discovered that you can just bodge your own. String a bit of electronic tape or some duct tape. At night, put your lights on, shine them against a wall, and sort of just like use your hand and just sort of like see where it needs to be, where it blocks the flick to the left, and then just put some tape on it. So there's a little money saving tip for you guys. I'm not sure if it works, so don't be doing it then getting arrested and being like, oh, Imsocraigy told me it works. But really, it's just the same thing, isn't it? The only difference is it didn't cost me $5.99. So there you are, save yourself some money, guys. It is day 3. I am just north of a city called La Rochelle, and I'm going to be avoiding the motorways all day, doing some nice little town driving to a place called Royan, where I can get a ferry. You can go right, you don't need to get the ferry, but you can get a ferry, you cut across this little body of water, and it takes you to this national park, and you drive through the national park, and you end up at Bordeaux. I'm heading there, so I think it might just be a foot passenger ferry, so I'm gonna go there, check it out. If it's not, I'll get the prices for you guys, cut across, then I get to drive through the national park to Bordeaux border. It's not a lot faster, I don't think, but if I go round, 1, I'll be taking the motorway, and 2, I'll avoid driving through the national park. Both of them get to Bordeaux, and also ferries are more fun. It spices the travelling up a little bit, doesn't it? Oh, I just missed my turn in. Bollocks. Should have just ripped the handbrake up, shouldn't I? So the ferry was 36 euros. I didn't get a timetable, so I'm not sure how often it runs, but I will link in the description a timetable so you can check it out. In the off season, winter and all that, the ferry costs 20 euros, but because it's summer, peak season, 36 euros. So you're not saving money. It would be a lot cheaper to drive around, but this is the fun way in it. We're on holiday, we're having fun, and I get to drive through the national park on the other side as well, which hopefully will be nice. It's cool as well, like the further south I'm driving, like the more tropical it's getting. Like you're seeing the palm tree and the sun is shining, everything's greener, and it's like starting to feel like south of France, do you know what I mean? Where you see like the white buildings and the old style buildings and stuff. It's cool. Anyway, we're loading. The ferry was really easy to find, just drive through Royan, beautiful town. So honestly, if you don't decide to do the ferry, I would recommend coming here just to see Royan anyway. It's a lovely little place. I didn't stop, I drove right through to the port, you'll see it. And the ferry, you don't need to pre-book ahead of time. It's not like taking the ferry internationally, it's really fast. I just drove up, bought my ticket, and I'm on the ferry within 15 minutes. There were people still buying their tickets as we were loading. As we were driving on, there were people joining the queue next to me. So it's last minute sort of thing. Pull up, buy your ticket, get on the ferry. No pre-booking, none of that nonsense. It's real easy. Yeah, 36 euros though, it's a bit steep. So it's your choice. I'm gonna go ahead and check the deck out. See you later. For free parking in Bordeaux, park at a garden centre called Jardiland. The coordinates are in the description. Jardiland is on the outskirts of the city, right next to a tram station that takes you directly into the middle of the city. Take the D line from Saint-Germain, which is conveniently located right outside of the car park of the garden centre, to Quincince's, Hotel de Ville or Port de Bourgogne station, all three of which are centre city and cost €1.70. Make sure you check the closing times of the car park before you leave, because it is a gated car park and you don't want to be locked in overnight. The tram takes about 15 to 20 minutes and is much faster and cheaper than sitting in traffic and finding an expensive car park in the middle of the city.
I'm trying to decide what to have for lunch. It's between Uncle Ben's with tuna, Uncle Ben's with tuna, or Uncle Ben's with tuna. I might have something else here actually. Let's have a look. What do we have here? Uncle Ben's with tuna.
After my morning swim, I took a shower before hitting the road. The place I camped at that night was super convenient. It had public toilets, a surf school, bars and restaurants, a playground for kids, and even forest camping if you didn't want to camp next to the beach. Head on south towards San Sebastian. I'm not 100% sure, but it's in Spain, it's on the coast, and that would be for another episode, guys. So make sure you subscribe for that one, like the video if you did like it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you get out there and do a trip like this yourself, because honestly it's great. And if you can't afford a camper van, neither can I. Don't let that stop you, guys. Put a fucking bed in the back of your car and just do it. It's so much fun. Peace.